Hello viewers, I'm Kausalya. Today we are going to see an introduction video of how y parameters are converted into z parameters. So here, as we all know that these are all the four basic equations related with z parameters and y parameters. So first we start with z parameters. V1 is equal to z11 I1 plus z12 I2 and V2 is equal to z21 I1 plus z22 I2. Now we are going to write these two equations in the form of a matrix. So when you write it in the form of a matrix, here you see V1, V2 and here Z11, Z12, Z21, Z22 and I1, I2. So from this matrix, we are going to calculate the value of del Z because as everything is in the form of Z, here we are writing this as del Z. So here determinant of this matrix alone, Z11, Z12 and Z21 and Z22. So when you multiply Z11, Z22 minus Z12, Z21. Now we are going to find the value of del 1 and del 2. As we all know how to find del 1, we have to replace this first column with this values. So determinant of V1, V2, Z12, Z22. So when you multiply here, Z22 V1 minus Z12 V2. So we know del 1, we know the value of del Z. Therefore, what is the value of I1? I1 is nothing but del 1 by del Z. So just substitute the values here. The value of del 1 is this and del Z, it remains the same. Now, we are going to compare this expression with the expression of our y parameters because here you see we have I in terms of V1 and V2. Similarly, here also we have I1 in terms of V1 and V2. So here in this equation, just I am splitting and writing. So you see, we are comparing these two equations because I1 in terms of V1, V2, here also I1 in terms of V1 and V2. So when you compare, we can write this as, you see, Y11 is given by Z22 by del Z and Y12 is given by Z12 by del Z. So while writing, you see, we are finding the values of Y11 and Y12. Sorry, we have to include this minus 2. So we have calculated Y11 and Y12. Similarly, we have to find the remaining two parameters. So for that, we are calculating our del 2. So how to calculate del 2? As usual, we have to replace this second column by this value. So when you replace and you calculate here, we are coming up with del 2 as Z11 V2 minus Z21 V1. So this is our del 2. So now how to find I2? I2 is nothing but del 2 by del Z. Therefore just substitute the values here. So and this is our original equation. Again I2 in terms of V1 and V2. So when you compare and write, you see here the coefficient of V1 is Y21 and here the coefficient of this V1 is minus Z21 by del Z. So just write it. Similarly, coefficient of Y22 is V2 and here the coefficient of V2 is Z11 by del Z. So finally, here we have calculated the relationship between y and z parameters. So finally, you see all y parameters are expressed in the form of z parameters provided the value of del z is z11, z22 minus z12, z21. So that's all. If you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. Thank you.